EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And just shedding him off there. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
They go play action now. Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Shut up! Yo. Report!
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
180!
Henry up the middle. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hands up! Ready! Hands up!
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
8 yards.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing, Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Shedeur Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Cowboy 80. Come on, 7-5.
Sanders to throw. Throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he's got his man on the comebacker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Chips this down to Sampson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
69, 70 Lions, Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Now Sanders. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They work now on 2nd and 9.
180. 180. Let's go. 180. Right shot. Go.
Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Change it.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
Oh, man. You like the switch then. You like the switch then. Come on, man.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Browns drive about to get started. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now it's second and 10.
50. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers.
To throw is Sanders. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense. Picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10.
Get on!
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
13. Hey.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That's taken in by Bond. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Sanders. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
70, Timberwolves. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Back to throw. Sanders. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Jackson now. And Walker has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Sit hot. Sit hot. Sit hot. Go. Hey, Ozzie, sit hot.
To throw is Jackson. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Lamar changing the look.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun here, Sanders.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
To throw is Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And bulldozing his way through. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 66 yards. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13.
Ravens 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bro, I can't pick a play, bro. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Shit was tripping.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Come on. Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, Sanders will swing this out to Sampson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a night. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Luke now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Browns 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
I'm trying. Bro. That's supposed to be a low throwing ball. Supposed to be a low
it's a
throwing
pretty
ball,
good return
bro.
here, so get this up to the
I didn't
29.
think shit was that. He's gonna throw it like that. Fuck it, free ball. Okay, that read. We just need 3. That's all we need. It's my game, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And
That's all we need right there, Rob.
This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, God damn.
Incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up there? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Warriors 17.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Match.
Touchdown.
Match.
Cleveland. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
That's why you go get a big body like Matt Landon.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Come on, man.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Come on, man.
The Browns kicking team out there
now
now
defense.
as they'll send
Miles.
this one away.
Myles Garrett. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Come on, Miles. I need you, baby.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's spotted right at midfield at the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Report. Hey. You are Shut up.
Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
No, we changed it.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. And the Browns.
Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Middle.
Now Jackson.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hey, middle. Go ahead. You change it. You. Go ahead. Nice shot. You at X.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And
Let's go!
complete. They cannot convert. And they
Damn, at least finish. Come on, bro. It was 10. Alright, fuck it. Let's go, bro. Good shit, D.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way.